everybody, this is Yoga Angel 7 Rachel. So I was going to talk a little bit about saw palmetto today. It's a really old used herb. It's been used since, the Mayans actually used it. And I know that it grows in Florida, so I'm pretty sure that the Seminole probably used it as well. And traditionally, it's definitely used for men and men only because, well, now they know actually that it increases the receptibility of testosterone in the system. So if that's not in balance, then it will help get that in balance. The other thing is that basically it was always thought of being used for prostate if it's enlarged or inflamed, and then it helps to reduce that. If you're using it for that, usually you'd want to add some graviola to it because that reduces the pain upon urination, I guess. But the other things that people use it for have to do with thinning hair because of the way that it helps the DHT be balanced in the scalp, and then therefore it's believed that the hair would grow or not be as thin. So if you're kind of balding, that kind of thing. When I first started studying about it in the early 90s, though, it still was definitely thought of only as a man's herb to be used for men. And because of the way that insulin resistance and P.C.O.S. were viewed and diagnosed at that time, it wasn't used for women very much, even by naturopaths who I would talk with about it. But now it definitely is. And if you have one of those estrogen testosterone imbalances, obviously you wouldn't want to take it without checking with a really, well-studied herbalist or naturopath. But women do take it, and it has really good results, especially for the tumors of P.C.O.S. So if you have that. One of the other things about it is that you have to make sure of the amount that you're using. Sometimes I've seen ones that the way that they're mixed in proportion, they do not have enough of what you would need to acquire, like the enough dosage that would help you. So like I've seen them where they're 1-to-1, and I would say at least a 4-to-1 or sometimes 6-to-1, or if you can get what they call like a fingerprinted, or not the standardized, but there's another version of it. So the only other thing I would say for that is that if the homeopathics that are used for that kind of thing, I'm not saying that they don't work, because obviously if you've gone to an homeopath and they've done your entire constitution, you're going to be able to make sure that what you're taking is what you need. But it's a different sort of a way to balance out your hormones when you're doing it that way as opposed to using the herb. The only time that I see it crossing over is if you're using flower essences. And there's two that come to mind. One is tiger lily, because that's used a lot of times for any sort of a man's issue. And so is banana. So banana palm, I think, and banana itself, those would be the ones. If you're wanting to sort of prepare the body energetically before you want to work on the gross matter, then you would do it that way. So anyways, whatever you use saw palmetto for, use it safely. I don't promote any certain company or anything like that, but I do tell you to do your research and enjoy those herbs. So take care. Wishing you all the best of health. Bye.